This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so we got Finesse 2 times. His wife's, quote unquote, I don't know if she's really his wife or not, but Sugar Dugga, whatever her name is, Sugar something. She was in jail with the feds for a little bit. She got released on bond or bail, whatever. He posted. It took a while to process that. And he gets arrested with her a lot too. I mean, like every other month they get arrested. Wack 100 makes a good point. All right, so I don't know if the story about him talking to Big U is real. It could have been like something that he overheard. I know he was friends with Big U, but I don't think he was recommending Big U to not sign Nipsey in 2008. I don't think they were super tight, to be honest with you. Wack 100 didn't really become a figure till like 2 years later in that sense. But anyways, so Nipsey was an up-and-coming artist in around 2007-8, and from the neighborhood, Big U signed him. But Wack 100 claims that he's told Big U, this is not an artist you can really manage. He kind of, does his own thing, and you can't really guide him. Like, he's going to just go off on his own at one point. Now, Johnny Shipes got involved, and they got a deal at Sony. Nip didn't show up to a lot of stuff around that time. He wasn't too responsible. I don't think the single performed too well, even though it was an impact. Nipsey made an impact, but, he went on tour with Game and everything, but they ended up dropping him for some reason. So then he was indie. Around that time, he started figuring things out, dropping more mixtapes, and he didn't feel like Big U's reputation was great for business. So he left Johnny Shipes and Big U at that time and kind of went off on his own. Now, I had been doing videos with Nips from 2008 to 2011. I did a lot of videos for Nip. And Nip made a huge impact. And from that point, he took off. All the stuff he did with Big U, Johnny Shipes, everything. They dropped a bunch of mixtapes. And then he went off. His brother came home around 2010. And there was a problem when he wanted to leave Big U. Big U he stepped to Nipsey. And now that plaza where you see that store at that he got shot in, right? Big U used to have an office there. And he would manage Ving Rhames, Nipsey, a bunch of other people, right? And he would do his other stuff. Nip had the clothing store right next door. And they ran into each other in the lot. Nip's brother defended Nip. A shot went off, and that was that. Okay? And so they mended their relationship since then, but things were tense around that time. And Nip became his own man, obviously made a lot of money, and really made an impact on L.A. And then even his death made the most impact. He didn't get that same love when he was alive, right? So Wack 100 feels like Big U wasn't a good fit for him. He just kind of had to be on his own. But Wack 100 also was very focused on getting Big U, exposing Big U for years, and eventually Big U got indicted. I'm not saying he was directly involved, but I don't think it helped that he was exposing a lot of stuff about Big U on Clubhouse all the time. All right, so A Boogie is all of a sudden being crowned as king of New York. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't make an impact in New York. He's one of the biggest artists in New York, right? But I'm noticing that a lot of DJs, even Ebro recently came out and said that A Boogie makes the biggest impact. And when he does shows in New York, he brings everybody out. Everybody supports him, from 50 to Max B, Mary J. Blige. He's considered to be probably the biggest new artist in New York City. But I'm wondering, is this his label? Who is he signed to? A Boogie label. I think they're doing a campaign. Atlantic Records. They're doing a heavy campaign. Now, he's been signed to them since 2016. But I think they're doing a heavy campaign to brand him as King of New York. Now he's with Atlantic Records Empire right now. Pretty sure. So, or is that Boogie? A Boogie with a hoodie. What's it? Now it says Warner. Okay, he has a lot of different labels involved. What's his latest release? A Boogie. Because I feel like a campaign's going to push him as King of New York currently. Now he only has 17 million monthly listeners. He doesn't have a ton of monthly listeners, but I don't think he's dropped an album in a long time. His latest release was he released something. 2026. It does not have a lot of hits. Oh, so they're pushing a new campaign to try to revive him. It's Atlantic Records Highbridge, so there is no Empire. This just came out and nobody cares about it. That's crazy. That's bad. You know, the song with French Montana had more impact with Max B. To be honest. This one. Ever since you left me. That's at 8 million. Now it's stopping at around 8 million. That's crazy. Okay, so A Boogie with a hoodie, they're trying to revive him right now. That's what's happening. 50 Cent reaction. He got dissed by Benzino and Pretty Don and crew dissing him and the whole unit. 50 Cent didn't care about that. Slutty vegan owner Pink Cole. She trolls users after filing for bankruptcy. She says this is what people think, and shows her coming out of a mansion like she's not, she has to move out. There's always some controversy with this company, Slutty Vegan. Now, why is she filing bankruptcy? She owes over $1 million from taking money from the government during the shutdown, right? She's a Real Housewives star, too? She's a mess, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. I think she started something great, but I think it got beyond her at one point. She sold part of the company to this other conglomerate, and they expanded too fast. And when you're expanding, you want to keep quality control, and I think she lost sight of quality control. And, I think it's a great concept. A lot of people loved it, but the quality control went down once she wasn't running it day to day. Now she's back to running it day to day, and I guess this is an attempt to reorganize because, it forgives it alleviates your $1.4 million debt, and yeah. Oh, she also owes state taxes for her business. We'll see. I did not know she was on a reality TV show too. Let's see. I think she's currently dating, or she's married to the guy who owns Philly Dave's or something. Philly, what's his name? She was dating this guy that owns some cheesesteak place. Let's see, dating. She was dating this guy. Oh, she married him. Yeah. So they got married in 2023. Derek Hayes. He's the CEO of Big Dave's Cheesesteaks, which is really big. They're big in the Atlanta scene for their businesses, for food businesses. So I think she'll make a comeback, to be honest. She gets a lot of support. This guy Derek Hayes is super successful with Big Dave's Cheesesteaks. And, they have children together and everything. They'll be fine. Glorilla and Yo Gotti spotted outside. Okay, we got that. Ebro interviews T.I., and T.I. says he's willing to die about his reputation in the streets. Bro, this is where T.I. loses everybody. We know you're not the biggest street guy ever, okay? He comes from Bankhead area, but he didn't grow up there. But he grew up in that area, right? He didn't grow up in Bankhead. He would visit Bankhead. He's an Atlanta staple, but nobody ever looked at him as like the most street guy ever, okay? But T.I. set the tone for Atlanta in the early 2000s. I don't know why he keeps this whole street persona going. That was 24 years ago he came into the game. You know, like, move on. You know, I'm willing to die about this. Like, bro, you are beyond this. You've been in movies and everything. That's where he loses me. And he says he doesn't like his sons getting involved in this beef with 50. He says, I was always asked about the verses with 50. No, you weren't. You put that out there a long time ago. You were brazen enough to say, I'm going to go up against it. Because you were scared of going up against Jeezy. Because you would have lost that one. Or it would have been tied. Probably would have been tied. Let's say it would have been tied, him and Jeezy. He would lose against Lil Wayne. And 50 Cent, it's hard to compare the two, to be honest with you. Very different music. Plus, he's not even going to do it. You're picking an opponent. It's like picking an opponent that will never oppose you. It's easy. It's easy. It's an easy one, you know? Because if they never, if you know they'll never come to the stage, it's easy to call them out because they won't come to the stage. Because 50 isn't interested in doing verses. Whatever. BG claps back at Turk comments. I didn't see Turk say anything wrong. But he says, his bitch ass jumped out there too. I know they holding their nuts on me. I know how to move. Okay. 21 Savage. All right. So he is in a little bit of a trouble. Okay. He's in a little bit of trouble here. I guess he took money for a tour or something and didn't do the tour, but never returned the money. Is that what's going on here? That's what he's going to have some, let's see, what do they call it? He's hit with a federal lawsuit. So his federal case over $150K deposit from a canceled European tour in 2019. That's when he got in trouble. And he never sent the money back. I guess they were like supposed to reschedule and they never rescheduled. But he went to the UK after that. Oh, yeah. So it's like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Wife and Lucci teases 3 unreleased songs and wants the fans to pick the best one. That's dope. Boosie drops a song with Poison Ivy, his daughter. That's dope because they had some problems a while back. And T.I. and they're cool now. And I respect that very much. Got to be there for your kids first. And then T.I. is teasing new songs after a feud with 50 Cent. And a Hoover Crip who was allegedly shot at the Marathon Burger grand opening speaks. You know you done messed up, right? That's what he says. I don't know. We will see. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and I'll check you on the next one. Peace.